Hey there, I'm glad you're here. At Seaver Shoots back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about my work everyday carry specifically. It's going to differ a bit from my normal everyday carry. It's going to be a little bit more extensive. And that is because when I'm at work, I try to make my delivery truck kind of my home base. Whereas when I'm going out with the family or just going to run errands by myself, it's more about, you know, I'll keep a water bottle in the car or something, maybe even take this backpack with me. But for the most part, I'm trying to travel light. I'm taking a gun, obviously my keys, sunglasses, a pocket knife of some kind, because you never know when you're gonna need that, wallet, you know, the basics. When I'm going to work, I'm at work for a little bit longer than I am going out on errands. So I'm gonna take a little bit more with me. So my everyday carry at work kind of centers around my Vertex Gamut 2.0 backpack. Super versatile backpack. I've got a review of it on the channel, so you can go and check that out. Before we get into all those details, I wanna talk about one affiliate that I'm actually gonna talk about again later in the video with my work everyday carry, and that is Lem's shoes. So this is my current work shoe. It is the Lem's Mesa. Really good looking, freaking lightweight, flexible shoe. I'm gonna get into more of the details of why I personally like this for my work later, but I wanna show you my favorite boot that I've gotten from them, and this is the Boulder Summit. Same thing, extra lightweight, super flexible. It's got a good amount of protection along the bottom though, so it is definitely ready for the more rugged trails and more rugged terrain, fully waterproof, and looks dang good. I actually wear this boot to church pretty regularly. There was a weekend where my brother and I, both in these boots, we hiked 8 miles to a mountaintop, and then the very next day we both wore the boots to church. So that talks to the versatility. Lem's is fantastic for wide toe box, zero drop, minimalistic footwear, lightweight as well on all their shoes. They've got more than boots, and you know, the Mesas are actually a trail specific shoe. They also have just around town shoes, dress shoes, running shoes, shoes that I use for lifting. Love Lem's. If you're interested in checking out the barefoot, lightweight, wide toe box, minimalistic footwear life at all, check the link down in the description. Even just clicking on it will send a little kickback towards the channel. If you actually buy anything, that helps the channel even more for us to get more products in and test more things for you. Now, let's get into the video. So I'm actually going to bring the backpack up here into your view. And the first thing that I want to talk about when it comes to work, everyday carry, for me specifically, being a delivery driver, is water. During the winter, I don't need as much. I usually take 1 bottle, which I absolutely love the fact that this has 2 water bottle pockets. I'll only take the 1 right now, but when the summer comes around, there will be another water bottle over here in this one. But for now, I'm keeping things like sunglasses in this pocket. I'll find a new home for those some other time, but water, very important for me in my job. Now, I don't really keep anything in this pocket because of the water bottle. Over here in this one though, I keep a couple important things. The main one I want to touch on is an extra magazine with a Neomag pocket clip on it, a really cool Mandalorian metal version that I got a while ago. And so if I were to ever have to use my gun for whatever reason, or if I felt like pulling my gun out of here and wearing it on body, then I would want an extra mag as well. So I always have an extra mag on me, even if I don't have this backpack. Moving on, we'll talk about gun stuff more later. This front pocket has some fun stuff, some useful stuff. So the first thing is a lighter. You never know when you're gonna need fire. These 2 pens are cool. One has Phillips and flathead screwdriver heads inside of it. You pull it out, you stick it in the tip of the pen, and you're good to go. And this one has hex heads, so that's kind of cool. There are some redundancies in my everyday carry in this backpack. And one is that this Gerber Suspension NXT, it does have a screwdriver right here. It's a little easier to access than this one if I just need one real quick, but it's also got a blade. I've got a blade somewhere else in the backpack, and it's got needle nose pliers. That's kind of the standout feature and why I have it in here. You never know when you're gonna need needle nose pliers, and they're super handy when you do need them. Moving on from that pocket up to the top, another important pocket for me, because I keep some very important things in here. The first one is my work badge to get me in and out of our station. It's now on the floor. My wallet, also very important to have with me. I usually keep my gas card in here as well, and I also have an access card that lets me into a business that I pick up from every day. I almost always have something in here to write with. I have my extra knife when I don't have it in my pocket. I almost always have it in my pocket. I just put it in here to demonstrate things that I keep in here for you. And then I have my headphones. These are some Anker, I don't know how you say it, Soundcore earbuds. Very nice. They're only like 30 bucks, but they've got 8 hours of playtime, and the charging case can charge them 3 times. They weren't great with noise canceling, but I'm gonna talk about another affiliate right now, because I used to wear my Axel earbuds to work every day, and that worked for a while. I just got sick of the cords that went behind my neck. Not the biggest deal, but they have good battery life. They're like 10 hours of media. Obviously, they are noise canceling, so you can use them on the gun range. They also had active listening, which was really useful. These don't have that. So I could flip them on and then hear customers talking to me, which was extremely helpful. But I just got sick of the cord behind my head, so they're still my go-to range earbuds. I will use those at the range religiously. I will not use over-ear headphones, but I really like these. They're very lightweight, they're completely wireless, and they last my whole day at work, which is what I'm looking for. But if you're interested in the Axel buds, then go ahead and check down in the link in the description. They're almost always doing a sale of like up to 50% off. If there is no sale, then you can use Seaver Shoots at checkout for 15% off. But I also know Axel is working on completely wireless earbuds that will be hearing safe for the gun range, have good battery life, be Bluetooth, have active listening, all of the things. So those will likely replace these whenever those come around. But that is that top pocket, an important pocket for me. Now getting into the biggest pocket here. You would think of keeping something in this backpack like a laptop, which is what I do when I travel with my laptop. It'll go in here. Right now I have beef jerky, and that's kind of the theme of this pocket is snacks. I'll also keep like gloves or a tripod if I want to film stuff at work. Sometimes I do that. I have a vlogging channel about working at FedEx. It's called Delivery Pro Army. You can go and check that out if you want to, if that's something that you think is interesting, or if you want to see more of me for some reason. I don't know if there's any of you out there, but again, go and check out Delivery Pro Army. I'll leave a link in the description to that YouTube channel. This pocket here at the front, this zipper pocket, more snacks. I will just keep granola bars and fruit leathers and meat sticks and stuff galore in here because I get super hungry at work. There's another one of these pockets. I'm not gonna rip this whole thing open so you can see it, but it's the same size, same zipper and everything. And in that, I keep like emergency stuff. So I'm prone to migraines, so I'll keep Excedrin. I'll do Band-Aids. There's batteries down there and pencil lead, things like that. It's almost the junk drawer of the backpack for me. So we're gonna close this guy up and we're gonna get to the fun pocket that everybody's been waiting for. So if you know Vertex, and if you're a gun person, you probably do, then you will know that their bags all have a concealed carry pocket of some kind. Obviously, I've already showed you the magazine and talked about pulling a gun out of here and putting it on body. So no surprise to you what is in this thing, but we have that big, nice pull tab. And then back here, I have my P320. It's X-Carry style, so it's the same size and dimensions as an X-Carry. It just looks better because we've got the Polymer 80 grip, we've got the 509T, we've got the Enforce Wild 1 up here, suppressor height sights, all that jazz. We have our 17 round mag that has Sig Sauer hollow points in it, of course. And we have it all snugged up in a holster in here. So here's my concealed carry holster. That's in here just in case I need to put this thing on body again. But I'm gonna give you a real good look at the inside of this so that I can show you how I have it all set up. So the holster, getting the tab out of the way, the holster is a McKinnotech drop zone holster. It comes with the mounting system from G-Code. So the male end is on the holster, the female end is this black disc right here, and that black disc is firmly attached to a panel with hook Velcro on the back. So it integrates with the loop Velcro in the bag. So the nice thing about this is I have a nice, easy way, move the gun to the side of me so that we're not pointing it at anything as we pull it out of the holster. I can very easily get this thing in and out of its spot in the backpack, okay? So it's a very nice, secure system, and it's fairly quick access too. If you've seen my other review of this backpack, then you've seen me draw guns out of it multiple times. It's not as quick as the sling bag, because the sling bag just has the one strap across. I've got the 2 arm straps, so a sling bag, pull around, pull open, and get to your gun. On this one, I have to swim while I grab, and then we can pull around, and then from there it's kind of the same idea as the sling bag, but still relatively quick. Now my thing is, I don't carry my gun on body at work because, one, I'm not allowed to carry a gun on FedEx territory, on their property. So I don't do that. It stays in my car until I leave with my truck. Then I go back to my car, get it, and then get in my truck and leave. So I'm not breaking any of the rules there. I probably want it inside FedEx since it's a gun-free zone, and those are the most dangerous places to be, and there have been shootings at other FedEx facilities. Anyway, moving on from that, I don't wear it on me because it's really hard to carry big boxes against your front against a gun. I did it for a while, and it was somewhat painful. So, you know, if I run into crap while I'm carrying someone's box, it is what it is, but odds are good. Whatever happens is going to happen while I'm in or in relative proximity to my truck. I should be able to get to my backpack. I do secure my backpack in a certain way in my truck. I'm not going to tell you how that is because I don't want anybody to know how to get to things in FedEx trucks, but it is secured and not accessible to the average person just walking by my truck while I'm away delivering stuff to doorsteps and whatnot. But if I ever had to, I could pull my gun out, put it in this holster, stick it on body, and we rock and roll from there. Same thing with the pocket clip on the extra magazine. That is the backpack and how I carry a firearm for FedEx. Now I want to get into the last bit, which is footwear, which is going to be important for me specifically as a delivery person. But if you're in a job that has you on your feet all day, every day, then it's probably important for you as well. So again, I'd consider that link down in the description. Look at LEMS. I swear to you, again, I think I talked about this already when I talked about affiliates. Up and down a mountain, 8 miles, 4 hours. My brother actually got his pair of these the day before. And so no break-in period, no blisters, no foot soreness whatsoever. I know that some people think I'm going hiking, my feet are going to be sore. It's whatever. It's part of it. It doesn't have to be. It's because of your footwear. I swear to you, if you spend your day on your feet, get the right footwear and you won't have pain. And that's how I feel about the Mesas. So they have some very important barefoot features, which is the wide toe box. They're not the widest, but they are wider than traditional shoes. LEMS has 3 categories of width, and this is in the slimmest, unfortunately. But it's still wide enough for me, and I have relatively wide feet, so it should be wide enough for you. I actually wore toe spreaders all day today at work in these things and didn't have any issues. Flexibility is huge. My feet are getting stronger every day as I'm moving around in these guys, which is why my feet don't hurt so much, because they're used to the movement. They're not being sheltered against the movement. They're using the movement to their advantage. It's kind of got this socky feel to a degree on the inside, but then we have this very sturdy leather along the outside. One thing I'll talk about that's important for me is this rubber toe right here. So there's rubber that comes up from the sole in front of the toe, and then there's almost this vinyl plasticky stuff that guards the toe. And this is important because I'm either voluntarily or involuntarily kicking boxes all day. And if you kick a box and it doesn't move, usually that hurts. In these, not a big deal for me. Especially as the weather's gotten nicer, these are really breathable. Not so much though that when it's still cold outside, which it is, it's February, that my feet get cold. Don't have any problems with that. So the Mesa is kind of the ideal work shoe for me. Now, one thing that fans of barefoot minimalistic shoes will not be a fan of with this shoe is it's got a 4mm heel to toe drop. Most people want 0. Now, the thing is, 4mm is teeny tiny. The industry average when it comes to like Nike's, Reeboks, you know, all those bigger shoe brands, the average heel to toe drop is 8 to 14 or more millimeters. That's a lot. That's almost like wearing a high heel all day, which is awful for you if you didn't already know that. So 4 is like hardly anything at all. And I think that because this is specifically a hiking shoe, that is engineered, you know, a specific way. You're walking uphill, to raise your heel up a little bit will actually take some pressure off of your Achilles and your calves. So a lot of trail shoes will have that worked into them. It's funny because Lems has other trail shoes that do not have any kind of heel to toe drop, but these are a fantastic rugged shoe for me at work and freaking lightweight. So I have transitioned to these. Again, I used to wear the Outlander, which there is a review of on the channel, I think 2 videos ago for the Outlander. And these, I've been looking for something to wear once the weather got nice, and these have been fantastic for me. Again, link in the description if you're at all interested in Lems. Guys, that's the end of the video. That's my everyday carry for work. And it will change somewhat as the weather comes and goes. So I may do another video in the summer about this and talk about how things change then. But if you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe. Again, you can follow along with my vlogging channel, which is Delivery Pro Army. Follow along on Instagram, please. I post a lot there, and the people who are there really seem to enjoy the content. So I think that you will as well. I'm almost to 1,000 followers on Instagram. I'd really love to get over that hump. So please follow along there as well. And as always, I will catch you later.